best man, Mr. David Carter, to say a few words. And he's also the father of
I'd just like to start off with wishing Jess into her family and with arms wide open. I'm just very proud to be able to call you my daughter. So thank you, Jess. For those of you who don't know me, my name is David. And for those of you who do, probably wish you didn't. When Matthew asked me to be the best man, my first thought was, shit, I have to make a speech. My second thought was, how long should the best man speech go for? So like everybody else, when you want to find out something on the net, you go onto the net. So. After about 2 hours of searching, I came up with some really good stuff, and I mean really, really good stuff. But then I remembered I was supposed to be looking up speeches. So, that's on my I came up with the best man's speech to go for as long as it takes the groom to make love to his wife on their wedding night. So I've been way too generous to that already. But sadly, Matt, you don't get off that easy. Having made a speech today, I was really nervous beforehand. I prepared a few lines and haven't already done this. I'm starting to feel pretty well there. Good. To be asked by Matthew to be the best man today is an honour for me and honourable of him after all these years to finally admit that I am the best man. But having said that, I think the reason he asked me was because he knew he couldn't have his mum stand beside his side holding his hand for him. There comes a time in every person's life when they meet their one true soulmate. Their true love is soulmate, sorry. Their destiny, the person who will know and understand him for the rest of their life. That moment came from Matthew 28 years ago when he met me. As well as having to make a speech today, I also had several other duties to take care of. The first was to make sure Matt got a good night's sleep. Well, let me tell you, he slept like a baby, woke up several times throughout the night, and cried for his mummy. The second was to get him here presentable, with his hair and face in good order. Unfortunately, God didn't get this right the first time. To be honest, if I was the first time I had to speak publicly on behalf of Matthew's character, I would be standing in front of the judge. I'm glad it's room for family, friends, and the occasional drunk. I'd also like to say how lovely and well turned out everybody looks today. It's nice to see that most of you made an effort. Of course, none more so than our lovely bridesmaid who looks fantastic in her beautiful dress. Thanks also to Nikki for her valuable contribution to today's events and for getting Jess, well, sort of here on time. I hear that was no mean feat. I hear that was no mean feat because I understand Jess put up quite a struggle. Speaking of beautiful women, our bride looks simply stunning. It is easy to see how Matthew has come to be enchanted. If I may say, Jess, your beauty makes Matt look more handsome than he actually is. And Jess, you do look fantastic. And Matt, you look like you always do, as if you've just been won in the raffle. had no idea what to wear today, so he simply just copied me. Speaking of that, I'd just like to say a few words that best describe him. What comes to mind is he's intelligent, witty, charismatic, bit of a hunk, the Italian stallion. Look, I can't read your handwriting, mate. Parents' house, that's Mum's, to meet the family. I was sitting on the lounge chair when this kid walked up and stood in front of me with his bottle hanging out the side of his mouth and his big brown eyes staring out at me. So I said, "G'day, kid." The next thing I knew, this kid was sitting on my lap, and I was thinking, okay, we only just met. Let's not get too carried away. But then, before I knew it, he was on my shoulders with his nappy stuck in my face. Well, he was trying to sit on my head. And that kid, who I'm proud to say and love, turned out to be my son. Before I finish, I'd like to give Matt some advice on what I think are the ingredients to a long and happy marriage. So here are they. Are you listening, Matt? I might be repeating the previous speeches here, but firstly, set the ground rules and establish who's the boss, and then do anything Jess says. Secondly, never be afraid that Jess will leave you. She spent too much time training you, she's not afraid of that. And this is where we sort of repeat ourselves. Thirdly, never forget to say those 3 little words every day for the rest of your life. You're right. Which brings me to the toast. There are obviously 2 very important people here today, without whom very little of this would be possible. And the great thing is that as the evening progresses, most of us will get to spend more and more time talking with them. So please join me in a very special toast. So very fast. Thank you. To the master. Now seriously, now please. I'll now take this opportunity to congratulate the happy couple. Anyone who has been lucky enough to spend time in their company know what a great pair they really are. So ladies and gentlemen, it finally gives me an immense pleasure, not to mention relief, to invite you all to stand. And raise your glasses in a toast to you, Mr. and Mrs. Williams, and for all the great moments that lie ahead. To Matt and Jess. Now, my lad, I think it's up to you to carry on.
Well, to start off with, I'd like to thank my beautiful bride for saying yes to start with. I'd like to thank all of you for coming to celebrate the street time we have to share together. I'd like to thank Pete and Jimmy for helping us set it all up, and you've been wonderful. And for all those people that have travelled far to get here, cheers. I'd like to thank my mum and dad for bringing me up long enough to be able to look at a woman like Jess. Well, that's basically it.
everyone please make sure they sign the guest book. Thank you everyone for coming. We love you all dearly, which is why you're here to celebrate with us. So let's get down to the party.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've got a room. Okay, that concludes our speeches for this evening. The bridal waltz will be shortly.